Mr. McLuhan, this question is inevitable, I guess. You're probably sick of it. Why is the medium the message? Why is not the message the message?
Where would you look for the message in an electric light?
Is there necessarily a message in an electric light?
There certainly is. Or a candle. The medium and the message are the same. When you think of the medium as a container, you are thinking in visual terms the hidden meaning of a container is the visual habit of man to put something in its place or around something. The visual man has very much an inclination to make things contain things. But visual space has very peculiar properties. Static. Most people think of space as static. As, for example, the space between you and me, as something that is constant. That is, between you and me, there are so many inches or so many measures, and that those are the same no matter who's sitting there. To a pre-literate man, space has no static properties at all. They're entirely determined by the people or things that are involved in the spatial relationship. So that a person is thought of as creating his own kind of space and not as being inside space. The pre-literate man, the man who lives more by ear than by eye, does not think of himself as being in space at all. There's a delightful little illustration of how pre-literate people, children, feel space. A child on his first airplane flight said, as they took off and climbed higher and higher, he said, "Daddy, when do we start to get smaller?" Now, this is true and happening, and it has the immediate feeling of the natural, authentic child observation about space. To an adult, it seems perfectly obvious that the static space in which people are contained would remain the same, and that the people in that space would remain the same. In point of fact, this is an illusion on the part of the adult. The child is much more in tune with the reality than the adult in this matter. The child is replying to or responding to a dynamic space created by changing physical relationships.